May contain strong language and mature content. Viewer discretion is advised. What's going on, Mavericks? We are back with another episode of The Unusual Mavericks. I'm your boy Kwame, joined by the handsome, the melanin proficient.
Just Dominic.
That's right.
I assume that's who he's talking about.
Yes. What is going on? It's been a minute.
It's been a minute, and there has been so much that has been going on in the world of Marvel and DC.
Whew, my God, on today.
Yes.
Now, you guys, listen, we want to apologize because our schedules have been a little crazy, so it's been hard to film, but we are getting back on track. Okay? Y'all pray for your boys. All right. All right. So without further ado, let's get right on into the Maverick Alert. All right, Dominic, what is going on in the streets of Marvel and DC?
Well, so we know that Marvel is going through a lot of readjustments and delays right now, major delays. I know that the Marvels, the movie, has been, the test screening, they tested poorly, horribly, to the point where they're reshooting about 80 to 90% of the movie, allegedly. So major reshoots for that movie. There's also been delays with Ironheart as well. I think it went from a series to now it's a movie, or it's back to a series, but it's been completely reset from the start. The scripts have been thrown out. So yeah, there's a lot going on there. And then there's been some interesting development with Universal wanting to sell the rights to the Hulk and Namor.
Yeah. And Disney could sell its 67% stake in Hulu to buy up more Marvel rights, which I don't understand why they're doing that.
Yes, well, Disney got a little bit too aggressive, I think, over the past 3 years with really trying to be the main platform.
You got greedy, guys. You got greedy.
And Netflix has been doing this for a super long time, and they're still number one.
Yeah.
And they have also suffered losses
over
this past year or so. So it's really interesting to see that Disney is kind of in the red.
Yeah.
And the Phase 4.
You mean Marvel?
No.
Disney.
Oh. That's why they're selling rights to Hulu to pay off debt.
See?
Because Marvel Phase 4, did not do well.
This is what happens when you don't listen to your customers, guys.
Yeah. It did not do as well as expected.
You had 2 phases to fix it.
Horrible She-Hulk series. All the content that they put on Disney Plus overall was not super strong.
And I realized that in the past 2 months, I have not gone on Disney Plus at all.
Yeah, it's very easy not to.
Yeah.
I did because I love The Mandalorian.
Yeah, you're a Star Wars fan. Yeah.
But if you're just a Marvel fan and you have Disney Plus, it's kind of a waste of your time and money. What is the purpose?
There's nothing new.
Now, they are talking about doing 3 more seasons, I believe, of the original version of the X-Men cartoon. I think they've ordered 3 seasons, and that's going to go on Disney Plus. But we'll see how it goes. All the regular voice actors are returning, but that old animation from 1990,
it's obsolete.
I just don't see how it's going to transition from one season to the other.
No, it's going to bring you nostalgia. Like, see, the Disney Plus. We talked about this in a pre-production meeting, and the Disney Plus app. Its failure came in when they did not put money into creating new content.
Yeah,
it became a nostalgia app, and in the beginning, when Disney Plus first came out, brilliant, great stuff. But what they should have did is also invest money into creating new original content on Disney Plus, because then it just became a library and a repository for all of the nostalgia for the 90s kids.
Yeah, I mean, they were relying upon Star Wars to just deliver their only new content.
Yeah. And although Star Wars is a huge franchise, it's not enough. Just like with Paramount Plus, I'm a Star Trek fan, and I go to it to see all of the new content for Star Trek. But that's not the only reason I go to CBS Paramount Plus. Yeah. There's other content on there that they created that makes me want to watch it.
Yes.
So
actually, like The Good Fight, which is an original series.
Yeah, or like Evil, acclaimed, or like Halo, or
critically acclaimed. Yeah, they have a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So you have to nurture more than one franchise.
Yeah.
Or, as they say, not put all of your eggs in one basket.
Exactly.
And that's what it looks like they did. But they fired that Roger, and now they rehired the other Roger, who's definitely making costs and, as we see, willing to sell shares in Hulu in order to gain a better footing with their own platform and content. So yeah, there's a lot going on.
We'll see what's going on with that. Yeah. Good luck to y'all. I mean, they're gonna rebound anyway. Like this happened with DC. You know, I feel like it's gonna happen with Marvel. Like they're a really big
DC
company.
just went through it last year.
Yeah,
and now they're going. Disney's going through it this
year. By the way, fellow Marvel fans, be careful what you say, because you guys were all up on DC, I included, and look what's going on.
They're not doing that. And now let them.
Listen,
they are in the black.
Listen, y'all can go ahead and act like you don't have egg on your face. I'll go ahead and take accountability, because I said some things about DC that I still stand on. But at the same time, Marvel has some issues too. So hopefully the pandemic, the residuals of the pandemic, because people thought that right after the pandemic everything was going to be okay, and it's not. We're seeing like major issues with companies, with all of that. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Because now DC is now all the buzz right now.
Yeah. Speaking of DC, what's going on over there in the DC streets?
Well, we see that there has been talk of Superman and Lois maybe not continuing on the CW after this current season, because the new owners want to produce series that are far cheaper. Even though it is one of their number one shows, they're thinking about going somewhere else. So, being that Greg Berlanti now has a deal with Netflix, it has been announced that the show that he has been in production, and they're really ready to go ahead and shoot the pilot. I think they did even shoot the pilot, and that's to the Dead Boy Detective series, which is a spinoff of Doom Patrol.
I feel like we watched an animation of that, or animation version of that.
No, but the great thing is that there's a lot of talk of the Dead Boy Detectives originally appeared in the Sandman comic book. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't know that. Mm-hmm. So to hear that Dead Boy Detectives is going to Netflix means that they're all going to be working in Netflix studios. And
in that same universe, probably.
And we're hoping that they'll be in the same universe. Yeah. Or there'll be some type of crossover, because Sandman is not a Greg Berlanti's production.
Right.
So, but Superman and Lois is a possibility of a show that could go over for season 4 directly to Netflix as a Netflix original.
We'll see how that goes. I'm interested in that. And I heard that there was some Twitter drama with DC.
Well, I mean, there's so much like craziness. Like Shazam is coming out in the next week or two, and test screenings for Shazam were average at best. Yeah. The sequel did not test as well as the original.
Yeah.
But allegedly, the test screenings that we're seeing were not of the whole film, because now there's an early release that shows all the cameo scenes that are in the movie, and allegedly Gal Gadot is in 2/3 of the film. She's in a huge portion of this film. Huge portion of this film, and they have left that out from all the trailers, and a lot of people are fans are like, we would be more excited about the film if you would have put Gal Gadot, if you would have shown Wonder Woman. She is a top tier DC character. Why would you know?
She's a part of the big three.
Why would you not show a clip of her?
Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman are the big three of the Justice League.
They are, yes. But they decided not to do that because Wonder Woman 1984 underperformed. It only made over $600 million.
Who is a part of marketing? I have questions. Who is a part of marketing? Because what you guys did with Black Adam, the marketing on that was crazy, bananas, weird. Okay, and then what you guys are doing with this marketing is very cringy as well. I don't understand.
Yeah, this is a part of the old regime and why they're no longer in charge anymore. So allegedly, now I'm even more curious. There's a lot of more buzz about Shazam too, because it's like, wait, Wonder Woman is in like at least half of this film. And she has a crucial, pivotal part. She's in the climactic ending and all. This is what a lot of people are reporting.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
And so, of course, I think DC got nervous is because they think that they're going to get an opening box office weekend of $40 million, which is not very good in the USA. Domestically. So hopefully now that the buzz DC is catching on and saying, oh, maybe we should let everybody know that Gal Gadot is in this movie. Now people are like, oh.
On Women's History Month, y'all? Like, really? During Women's History Month?
Well, they have the sisters of
the
Fate
Gall
in it, so maybe they thought that was enough.
What is the buzz that I was hearing about the Marvels?
The Marvels?
I know we're going back over to Marvel. I'm sorry. The Marvels is being canceled or shelved.
No. They're going through major reshoots.
Right. But we talked about, you told me that they're doing like a 90, what was the percentage of the reshoots?
80 to 90%.
That's a whole new movie.
Yeah. Well, allegedly, to not to go back to DC, but Aquaman 2, in its early test screening so far, has not tested very well, which is another concern. Now, I know James Gunn and Peter Safran are like, these are kind of throwaway movies for us because our slate has not officially started, but I really hope that they fix this. They have more than enough time to go ahead and fix this. So
do they?
Real quiet. Yes, they have more than enough time.
They have less than a year.
Yes, which is more than enough time to shoot a couple of scenes to make this sucker work, because it would be a disaster.
Here's
because
my issue.
Said that they have every intention on doing 3 Aquaman movies. They want to.
How? He doesn't want to be Aquaman anymore.
He's under contract.
Oh, he said, Dominic said, it don't matter what you say, Kingston Momoa. You're under contract, sir.
I know if I was one of them, it would be like, you want what? Is it written in your contract, sir?
You will do what you're told. Now, okay, so here's my thing, and this is not just with Marvel. This is not just with DC. This is with a lot of different, franchises and shows. And right, one of the things that I get frustrated with, because this is what I get when I hear this about DC, is that because it's it's not really a part of our phase, or whatever they're calling it, chapters or whatever, that it's kind of a throwaway. But then you're doing a disservice to the overall brand. You just don't care. Like, that's what they did with Game of Thrones.
If there's a change in management and the old regime, this was the last stuff that the old regime ordered, it's almost out of your control to then recall it, and then because you weren't hired to do that. You were rehired to hit reset.
Well, we don't know.
However,
we don't know what's in their contracts. Speaking of contracts.
However, the Flash movie was the movie that no one was expecting was going to do well or test well. And that movie has tested very well.
Well, Black Adam tested well, but didn't perform well.
No, not as well as this. Black Adam did not test this great. The only thing that has come close to testing this great is the Dark Knight trilogy. Those movies, the first one or second one. So there's a lot of hope that this movie is going to, and a lot of bloggers who have seen the movie early is saying this movie is absolutely phenomenal. Grant Gustin is indeed in this film.
Yeah.
And so is Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
She's in this movie as well. So we got Superman. We got a bunch of different Supermans as well. Maybe not Cavill. We don't know.
Yeah.
But so I'm really excited about this film.
Yeah, I'm actually excited about The Flash.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not excited about the person in it. So
but
we'll see how it goes.
For the writer, director, and all of the other cast members, including Michael Keaton, which is going to be so great to see him again. For those that grew up with that version of Batman, it's going to really be, I think, a super treat to see our Michael Keaton return, our original Batman from some of our childhoods and early years. So that's fantastic.
Yeah, he was kind of my first Batman, at least as far as the cinematic movies go. He was my first Batman.
And then James Gunn has got about 6 different series ready to, or in pre-production or in production for HBO Max, including under his regime is the Penguin series that Matt Reeves is producing that now has picked up Clancy Brown. And for those who love the animation, Justice League Unlimited, the Superman animated series, he voiced Lex Luthor. And so, yeah, he's got like so many years of doing that particular voice. So he's still a part of DC all these years later, and he's going to be playing a version of some type of character in Gotham with Penguin. So that was just announced. So DC is like really like exploding right now with activity. Yeah. So
we'll see how it goes.
That's great. But we want to see what Marvel's going to bring as well, because Loki's coming. We haven't seen Ant-Man just yet. I really would prefer to see them together because they're connected. And I really feel bad that Marvel has been struggling right now, because usually they do a great job of connecting their films. And right now, with all the delays, it's just not kind of, happening that way. But anyway, I don't go on and on.
So, any other tea?
No, I think that's it.
All right. Well, we're going to cut this show short today because we have a lot going on and we have a lot of things to do. But we want to thank you guys so much for joining in. We will be back next week, next Thursday, with some more stuff and some more interesting information regarding DC and Marvel and anything that is breaking as far as it goes with the comic book universe. So, and we're going to be reviewing some new stuff and we're going to review Ant-Man and the Wasp, the second, Quantumania, because I do want to see that this weekend. So we will let you know what is going on with that and keep you updated on that in our review. But until then, stay unusual, guys.
Yes, stay unusual.
Bye.
See ya.